Listen, that I trapped her in a marriage by lying about the house, that I'm vindictive and controlling, that I turned the courts against her. She takes no responsibility for her own choices. She chose to have an affair. She chose to plan leaving me while calculating how much of my money she'd take. She chose to assume the house was hers without actually verifying ownership. She chose to trust a man who abandoned her the moment she actually needed him. Every single consequence she's facing is the direct result of her own decisions, but in her mind, I'm somehow the villain. My mother and I have discussed what will happen to the house long term. She's getting older and has been thinking about estate planning. She's decided to put the house in a trust with me as the trustee and beneficiary. This way it remains protected, but it's clear that the house will be mine eventually. She's also added a provision that the house can never be claimed by a spouse in a divorce, protecting it for future generations. Sophie and James are adjusting well to the new normal. They have their own rooms again, their friends can come over to play, and they're back in their familiar neighborhood and schools. They see Vanessa regularly, but they've stopped asking to stay at her place. They're comfortable and happy at home with me, and that's what matters most. I've started dating again, though I'm being very careful and taking things slowly. The experience with Vanessa taught me to pay attention to character and values, not just attraction and compatibility. I'm also being very cautious about introducing anyone to my kids. They've been through enough upheaval without adding more complications. Work has been going well. My boss actually commented that I seem more focused and productive than I had been in the year before the divorce. I realized I'd been carrying the stress of a failing marriage without even knowing it. Now that I'm not dealing with Vanessa's mood swings and secretive behavior, I'm sleeping better and performing better at my job. Financially, I'm in a better position than I was during the marriage. Even with child support and the temporary alimony, I'm spending less money than when Vanessa was constantly shopping and going out. I've been able to increase my retirement contributions and start college funds for both kids. I'm building wealth instead of just maintaining our lifestyle. The final divorce decree came through last week. I'm officially single again. Vanessa tried one last time to reconcile before signing the papers, showing up at the house crying and begging. She said she'd made the biggest mistake of her life and would do anything to fix it. She said Derek meant nothing and that I was the only man she'd ever really loved. I told her that if I'd been the only man she really loved, she wouldn't have spent 4 months planning to leave me for someone else. I told her that love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice you make every day through your actions. She chose Derek over me, chose money over loyalty, chose her own desires over our family. Those choices revealed who she really was. She asked what she was supposed to do now. I told her she'd figure it out, just like I'd had to figure out how to deal with the betrayal and rebuild my life. I told her she was young, employed, and capable. She'd make a life for herself eventually, but it wouldn't include me. Vanessa finally accepted that we were done. She signed the papers and left. I haven't heard from her since except for brief texts about picking up or dropping off the kids. Our communication is purely functional now, which is how it should have been from the start once she decided to leave. Looking back at everything that happened, I'm